Hi there guys! So first of all I want to apologize that there was no Clannad video today. If you watched last videos you probably already read it, but I wanted to apologize for that nonetheless. That is not what the video is about though. The video is about the negative feedback I got in the, I don't know, last 3 videos? Mostly the last 2 videos. I was very tough on the Sonohara siblings route for the last 2 or 3 episodes. And that brought forward some problems and issues you guys have with this playthrough in general. And I think that is actually worth to be talked about in a specific video. So, let's talk about it. I won't read out complete comments this time, basically because I feel like this would be public shaming. So I will just talk about the points you guys make, and yeah, I will tell you what I personally think about it, and if I think you are right or you are wrong, and what I will change in the future and what I will not change in the future. The first and maybe the most important issue we have is that I got complaints that I am very nitpicky and that I complain about every minor thing. And I have to agree, and I personally see why that is annoying. The problem I personally have with this game is that it combines a lot of tiny stuff that makes me really angry, because it is overused in media, because it is overused in anime, because it is just simply, in my opinion, stupid, and it is easy to get me out of the experience of the game. For example, I loved when the Sonohara siblings route was funny, and then we suddenly go to drama. I personally feel like it is not appropriate for this route, and then I blow up. Now, is that correct? No, it isn't. I blow stuff out of proportion. I absolutely do. And I see why this gets annoying with time. And I try to work on that. I will work on that. I will swallow my anger on certain stuff, and not try to nitpick everything and to take apart everything. And yeah, not try. I try to be more understanding in general for the game. Now, don't get me wrong. That doesn't definitely mean I will stop complaining. I will complain, but in a more appropriate manner, and maybe not about every little issue. Like, not about every little issue. A problem I personally have is when there was a major issue, or something that is at least a major issue for me, and I'm totally thrown out of the novel. I start seeing each and every mini problem, and it annoys me to no ends. And that is more of my problem than yours, and I can see why this gets annoying with time. So as mentioned, I will be more appropriate with my complaints about the timing I complain, or at least I try my best to be. I mean, sometimes I can't help myself, I really can't. But I will do my all the best I can to make it in an appropriate way. The next complaint I got is about me saying stuff like the character has no more room to grow, there is nowhere the character development can go anymore and stuff like that. And why that annoys people is because I can't know. The story's not done yet. Well, what I have to say to this is actually not all that complicated. And I said it a million times already in the Clannad playthrough. I'm just speculating. I know when I'm in rant mode, it sounds as if I'm 100% sure that I'm right, and there is no wrong about anything I say. It sounds like that. But believe me, I am totally aware that I'm just speculating. There is always the possibility that I am totally wrong. That I am totally wrong. And in fact, I have been many times totally wrong. At least in many games. For example, even in Clannad, you remember when I complained about Tomoya telling Sonohara that he is only with god damn it, names Nagisa, that he's only with Nagisa because of the brat. You know how I complained about that and said like, this will bite him in the ass, and it obviously didn't. Now I was totally wrong on that. I was totally wrong on that. And I admit I was totally wrong on that. I admitted in the visual novel I was totally wrong on that. Now, what you can complain about is that I'm angry and not considerate to a degree that it gets annoying. And I can say I find this a fair argument. I think that is a totally fair argument, just as it is a fair argument that I complain about logic or minor problems in the story, etc. In general, I could be more considerate and less angry. I think that is a totally fair complaint. And I will do so. I will try now to be more considerate and not sound as convinced about my own points because, as mentioned, it's just speculation. But in general, complaining about that is totally good and okay in my opinion. And I warn you, I'm sorry, but I warn you, I won't stop that. Because that is part of how I read stories. I think about where we can go from here. Also, to a certain degree, from a writer's perspective. I know that also annoys many people of you. And that is one argument I really don't understand. I personally, when there is a good story and I sink totally into it, I too can forget everything around me. Okay? But that doesn't mean that I'm not allowed anymore to think of a writer's perspective and think like, where can we go from here? Why did we place this scene here and not in another place? Why did we put in the scene at all? What did we try to make the reader think? And stuff like that. That doesn't mean I'm not allowed to say that anymore. And I won't stop saying it. I won't stop. But I will be more considerate. And I will be more calm. To the best of my abilities. I can promise you that, but I definitely won't stop with that. My personal favorite complaint was the one that I have hard out of a brick. I personally, to be honest, I laughed when I saw that. Not because I think that is like really, really offensive or anything. I just because I really don't have. I really don't have. I'm way too angry for having a heart out of a brick. No, I'm just messing around. Let me explain to you what the comment was actually about. It was not only about the brick part, it was actually about making a point with the brick part. Because apparently I don't see the great stuff about Clannad, and especially not Clannad in general, but about this route in this case, about the Sonohara siblings route. I'm sorry, I won't say the name, but I have to read that out because I feel like then I can explain it better. This route is about the siblings getting to understand each other, about an older brother realizing how his little sister is important to him, and about Tomoya realizing what a great best friend he has. Instead of seeing this, you analyze how they should have been written, so fucking strange, etc., etc. Now, the rest is not really that important to this point, I guess. Because I just talked about it. Now, first of all, I totally see this. I totally see what I am supposed to feel here. It's just that I don't feel it. You know? And you know why? Because it's badly written. It is, in my opinion. Now you can think whatever you want. You are free to think whatever you want. There's even a song in German like, your thoughts are free. Well, you know, I don't know what that has to do with anything now. I just thought about it. And you are free to feel and think like whatever the hell you want. But the same goes for me. The exact same goes for me. I totally see that the point of this is that I should feel how much Mei loves Tomoya, Sunohara, maybe also Tomoya, but how much Mei loves Sunohara, and that she is ready to sacrifice everything for him, everything. Like she doesn't go to school anymore. She gets shot with balls, with soccer balls, and as mentioned, I mentioned it in the Clannad episode that I complained about the fact that she is in pain from getting hit with balls was stupid because that is really hurtful, and I already apologized for that in last episode. But moving on, I see that by the lengths she is ready to go to for Sunohara, that I'm shown the importance of family. And at the same time, I know now that Sunohara comes in to save her, and he will realize that is just me again speculating, but it's likely to go there from here on, that he is to save her, and that he cared all the time actually, and that he just couldn't show it anymore, and now he's back, and you know that stuff. I can totally understand this. It's just not good executed. And when the execution is bad, the thought doesn't count. It's that simple, in my opinion. In my opinion, this is badly executed in this novel. It is I always say overwritten, but that's actually not that. It's a wrestling term. That's why I'm always using it. But don't think it makes sense in novels. Actually, it's over the top. It's more than it should be. Every person, for example, that every person in the soccer club is an asshole. How likely is that? That there is not one person who says, like, give her a break. I always have problems with the stereotypical, like there is a gang of people and they're like, yeah, beat her up, shoot her with all your power, yeah, woo. Like, I've got problems with this. And I think it's not even the problem that it's unrealistic, it's overdone. It's overdone and it's cheesy. And also that Sunohara doesn't realize in the moment that he should help Mei, when every other person would realize. Right in the moment when his best friend gets a kiss from her. Like, if he really would care in his deepest inside, he would realize his mistakes. I give you a good example so that you see my point maybe better. I give you a good example of where I really like that. Avatar: The Last Airbender is one of my favorite TV shows. And in one episode, this is all about, if you don't know the show, it's about bending the elements, basically. And in one episode, there is the main character who learns water bending faster than his friend. And his friend gets angry at him and right away realizes, wait, what the fuck am I doing? Why am I angry? This is my friend. And this is how real life works. You blow up, you see your problem, and not always in real life. And I know the difference. Sunohara has been living like a douche for a very long time. And it's hard to get out of something like that. I get it. It's hard to pull yourself out by the neck out of such a slump. I totally see that. But it's just... it's too much. It's too much for me. It's way too much. It's way too over the top. It's too much. And that is why I don't feel it. And I think, as I respect that you feel differently, and you should respect that I feel differently too. Now, once again, should I be more considerate about this? Yes. In general, this is personally the main problem I see that I have done in the Clannad playthrough. I'm being inconsiderate. I'm blowing stuff out of proportion. I'm complaining about stuff that is actually not that bad. And even the stuff that is actually that bad that it is worth to be complained about, I complain too much and too rant like about. Maybe, at least in most cases. There's some stuff I feel good about that I ranted about it, especially in the cure route. But also in some stuff in this route. But I also have blown stuff out of proportion, no doubt about it. And in general, I should be more considerate, as I probably said it a million times now. But I have the right to have an opinion. And if I think this is very cheesy, very over the top, and very just fake. It's fake. It's not real to me. It's not real to me. For example, what I loved in the Kotomi route was how they got along like friends and they did stuff together. They went to the city, etc. That is real. That is real. That is what people do. I could feel that. This year, this is not real. At least it's not real to me. Maybe in your life, more teenage drama stuff happens. I don't know. In my life, it doesn't. And to me, it's not real. And that is my problem. That's why I'm feeling nothing when I see that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I don't like. I would love to love this. It's true. I would love to love this. It's not fun complaining. It's not fun to me. If this was better, great. If I had no reason to complain, great. I loved playing fun games. But I can't just act as if I liked stuff if I don't. That's all. Really, that's all. So, to finish this video off, I will complain less. And I will be more considerate with what I'm complaining about, and I won't blow up about every single thing. And maybe when I complain, I wait till the end of the scene, except if it's really something very big bullshit like. Something like, I waited 10 years to tell you this. I'm sorry, that really annoyed me. If it's not something major like this, I will wait until the end of the scene. I promise. And if not, call me out. If I don't do this, call me out. But I won't stop pointing out when something is bad, and I also won't stop speculating how the story goes on, or where we can go with the story, or if we can't go anymore with the story. Again, it's just speculation. So I won't stop that. I will be more considerate about it, but I won't stop that. So, I hope you got my point, and I hope you feel like you understand me better now. And yeah, leave your comments down below what you think. If there is something I missed and I should take into consideration, or if I was unfair here in some regard, let me know in the comments down below. And I hope we're good. At least I hope we're good. And I hope you will turn in nevertheless to the next Clannad episode tomorrow. Okay, take care and bye-bye.